Hello and welcome to your weekly fill of all things Paris Saint-Germain with the show that takes you behind the scenes with the French champions. Coming up, les Parisiens confirm their place atop the Ligue 1 standings in Nice.
On a joué avec beaucoup confiance.
Thomas Meunier discusses his former club, Club Brugge.
Ils ont fait le Thomas Meunier en partie, qui est au PSG aujourd'hui.
Paris maintain their perfect record in the Champions League.
Quand il fallait tuer les matchs, on l'a fait.
And finally, we turn back the clock to a special classique in 2010 with Mevlut Erding.
Ce jour-là, on se sentait vraiment très fort.
After 13 days of the international break, the Ligue 1 was back. And in the opening match of week 10 of the season, Paris Saint-Germain travelled to Allianz Riviera in Nice, where they've won in each of their last two seasons. It's never easy playing after an international break, and then to add that, it's a Friday night. It's very difficult. Playing away, a few of the players only got back into Paris the day before yesterday, and then yesterday we had to come here. We started very well, played with a lot of intensity to win the ball. It was a good team effort with a lot of quality, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy. It was the only option I had. I wanted to put it over the top, and thanks to God, it was a nice goal. He has the quality. He has the mentality. He always puts the team first. He's there, he gives intensity, he's reliable. He's a top professional. I'm very happy he can show that he too can make the difference in this team, and we needed that today. He helps us a lot. He's a great player. We like him at this level. He's important. We had great chances to score the third goal and close the game out. But we didn't do it. We lacked the precision and the determination to put away that third goal. We had a very good first half. We played very, very well, scored 2 goals in a great way, and then we had 10 minutes where we lost our concentration a little, and they scored. We lost a few easy balls, we made a few easy mistakes, and unfortunately, one mistake ended in Nice scoring.
Trop décisif pour un but pour Nice.
With the red cards, we were able to control the game again and got a good win. I can feel that we played with a lot of confidence, always together, as a team. And that's a good feeling before the match against Brugge, because I think it's going to be tough, very emotional, very intense. We're going to the Champions League with the same desire to win. It'll be a good game, and we want to win and keep moving forward. We know it's going to be a tough game away from home, and we'll do our best to try and win. Hello, we're going to spend the day together, so follow me. First of all, we're going to take the dogs out before we go to a hotel for a pastry cooking class. And then we'll meet again this afternoon at training with the rest of the team. I like making little desserts, little cakes. I'm not saying I'm that good at it, but it's true that I like to try things. And I've also got a bit of a sweet tooth, so I like to taste them as well.
Il faut que les desserts soient prêts pour midi moins le quart. 11h30, midi moins le quart.
On a la pression, hein.
Ouais.
Ok, d'accord.
C'est un peu dur.
Ah oui.
Well, I had to put the little PSG touch. Thanks for everything today. I'm late. When I came back from holidays, I did a test that showed I had a quadriceps problem. I worked with the medical staff and the technical staff to do something about it, to stop the pain and build it back up. So I stopped playing for 4 weeks, and I really did only muscle strengthening. Now I've been back on the pitch for 3 weeks now, and I have no more pain. I still have a little bit of work to do on this, but it's true that my strength is nearly back even with the other leg, and I feel much better now when I'm out on the pitch. That's it, that's my day. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon on the pitch. That's a wrap.
Bonjour, c'est Thomas, et vous regardez This is Paris.
Back on the right side of the defence in the last few weeks, Thomas Meunier has strung together a series of solid performances, both in defence and in attack. Against Real Madrid, the man who began his career as a striker completed the demonstration by Les Rouges et Bleus and scored the third goal. With an assist from his counterpart on the left side of the defence, Juan Bernat. The fullbacks at their most attacking.
Ouais, c'est dingue quand même de se dire qu'on a fini tous les deux en position de numéro 9.
Well, it's crazy to think both of us ended up at number 9 positions to finish off Real Madrid. It sounds crazy, but that's what the coach wants. He wants to play with possession, and he wants at least 4 or 5 players each time in the opposition box for every attack. Now, when the action is on the right side, Juan comes inside a little. When the action's on the left, I come in. He counts a lot on the fullbacks. But nowadays, modern fullbacks are almost like wingers. We don't play with just a flat back 4 anymore, not with a sweeper, where we don't move and only defend. No, now fullbacks participate in the game. We even see central defenders starting to get forward that look like defensive midfielders from time to time. We're asked more and more to take part in the attacks than in the past. It's almost an obligation now. to help the team attack and be present at least once or twice in the opposition penalty box, to do a high pressing game, to make the assist or to score goals. Players like Pablo, like Ander, Idrissa, they help me a lot because I'm in direct contact with them on the pitch. I like that style of player. They really are team players. And for the rest, the team has made very good transfers over the summer. Keylor Navas and Sergio Rico at top level. Icardi as well. It was what the coach was looking for. Despite all the injuries, it hasn't had an impact on the results, and that's important. The squad is better in terms of quality and quantity, both on the mental and physical level. For me, this year's team is really the team a coach would like to have to be competitive. There's no option. To achieve results, you have to be able to count on the starting 11 and those on the bench. And this year, I think that's the case. With 2 wins from 2, Paris have made the perfect start to the Champions League. The next match, a trip to Brugge. And it was a special one for Thomas Meunier, who spent 5 seasons at the Belgium club before moving to the French capital.
They're the
ones who educated me in terms of football, from the age of 19 to 24. They taught me what professional football was all about, the commitment, the respect. It's very Germanic in Flanders. You learn. Things are very straight and clear. It's very academic. And that's something I like, something I really like. They made the Thomas Meunier, who plays for PSG today, and I owe them a lot. They're a very good team. They have an excellent coach, an excellent squad. They've invested in players like Simon Mignolet, who comes from Liverpool, who signed for Club Brugge. That's a big signing, and it shows that there's ambition, resources. We saw their game against Real Madrid, for example, where they could have been up 3-0 and killed the game off. In the end, it finished 2-2, which is a fantastic result. And it's been a long time since a Belgian club made the country so excited, like Club Brugge have done so far this season. We have to be careful. At home they have good fans, 30,000 people. It's always full. There's a passion for football at Club Brugge, and we can't underestimate them. Coming up on This Is Paris, Mauro Icardi, Sergio Rico and Rodrigo Corrales visit the Rothschild Foundation. We head to Bruges, where Paris continue their perfect run in the Champions League. And finally, we turn back the clock with Mevlud Erding to the Classique in November 2010. In mid-October, Mauro Icardi, Sergio Rico and Rodrigo Corrales went to visit the children at the Rothschild Foundation Hospital. Conversations, jokes, chats, smiles, plenty of emotion, and a nice time for the 3 Paris Saint-Germain stars. It's important because these children are in hospital every day, in a small bed, they're sick. Coming to give them gifts, making them smile. It's really important for them, for their parents as well, to be able to continue this battle against disease, against operations and other things. The most important thing is that they can forget for a moment that they're in this room 24 hours a day, that they can have a laugh with us, and we can try and give them all the joy that we can. These 3 players came here today for the total happiness of the children. They went from room to room in the children's ward, which was great and a first for us. We went to see the children who were sick, who were undergoing complicated surgeries. And having these players come to see them, bring them happiness, chat and joke about football, and to see these little ones react so happily, it was great.
Ça a été formidable.
It's a very important initiative from the club, and they give us this opportunity to do this kind of thing. A child's smile, I think it's worth all the gold in the world. It's beautiful. And for me, it was also very funny to see how much the kids loved Mauro Icardi. He's a real master with the kids. He made them smile, managed to make an 8-month-old girl laugh without even talking. It was incredible. I'm really happy to have spent my time here today. It was great to discover Mauro. On Monday, the 21st of October, Paris Saint-Germain headed for Bruges, the setting for their Matchday 3 Champions League clash. After a short flight to Belgium, Les Rouges et Bleus went to the Jan Breydel Stadion for the traditional pre-game press conferences and a good-humoured training session after. It's never easy playing away in the Champions League. These are the best teams in Europe. I'm convinced that the most difficult thing is to play away in the Champions League. It was a very difficult pass to make. 60, 70 meters is not easy. From the moment I looked down at the ball to kick it, the defender took a step forward. I saw him right away, and I hit it in behind him. It was a good run from Di Maria. He controlled well and set up Mauro perfectly.
Di Maria l'a bien contrôlé, il a bien donné à Mauro.
It was important to score quickly. We knew they were going to press high. In the first half, we were a little too deep. It was difficult to be able to play because they were playing one-on-one, man marking, all over the pitch. In the first half, we defended too low, too passive. Bruges played with a lot of pressure and took a lot of risks, a lot of confidence, and it was hard for us to adapt and find solutions. Bruges is a team that play a strange football. They play one-on-one, very aggressive. We knew it before the game. We knew there'd be times when we would suffer. But we all had to suffer together. We knew they were going to get a little more tired as the game wore on, and we'd find more space. And we have Kylian. That's also an advantage. He's coming back from a serious injury. He didn't play with the national team last week, and that's a shame for him. But he's here, and he's ready, and when he's ready, he can do what he did today. When you're being marked one-on-one and you have players like Di Maria and Kylian, that's when you can make the difference. They're so strong one-on-one, so strong to find that last pass. When you man-mark all over the field, it's not easy for 90 minutes. I think they did it very well in the first half, but the second was just too tough for them. It was a little bit more tiring, and we took advantage of all the space. We created great scoring chances for ourselves. Kiki's comeback was a big help to the team with 3 goals and an assist. He was exceptional. Di Maria was also very good. Even when we were struggling, he was the first to run and defend. It's really very important. You have to be a solid team, especially in the Champions League. I think we played very focused, played a good game, we played a great team, and when it came to killing the game off, we did it. And it was the perfect way to warm up for Le Classique against Marseille at the Parc the following Sunday. That's a special game, not just a normal game. It's not just 3 points. We're playing a game for all the fans and for the city. It's another very important game, a high-standard game, Le Classique, and we have to be well prepared for Sunday, because it will be special. November 7, 2010. Le Classique at the Parc des Princes. Paris Saint-Germain was celebrating its 40th birthday, and on this autumn evening, the club ended a run of 6 years without a home win in the league against arch rivals Olympique de Marseille, thanks to this man. In those days, it was a really big game, because at that time, Marseille were very, very good, and we were less good. So at home, you just had to win. We could feel the pressure from the fans. We have to win this match. If we lose the others, it's not so important, but this match we have to win. It was so important for the fans. We really felt it. On that day, the day of the match, we could feel the atmosphere in the stadium. It was different. After Ludovic Julie saw his first effort saved, Mevlut Erding opened the scoring in the 9th minute. I felt like I was going to score. I don't know why. I was very focused on the game. I remember it was Nenny that shot, and an attacker must always follow up a shot. The goalkeeper can spill it, and that's what happened. The goalkeeper didn't hold it, and I put it away on the rebound. And then I went to celebrate with the fans, because when you score in the Classique, you have to celebrate with the fans. And I'd written under my jersey, Paris est magique. 10 minutes later, Guillaume Moirot doubled the advantage, finishing off a magnificent team move. He scored with his left. In these games, you remember everything. In the end, Paris ran out 2-1 winners. We played very well. We scored early, and the whole stadium was behind us. That day, we felt so strong. Since that day, the club from the French capital is undefeated at home in the league against the old enemy, with 7 wins and a draw before the two sides meet again in week 11 of the current campaign.